Right, so this is one online graphing calculator that works fairly easily. So I will send this link to you to get to this page. And what we're going to choose is the graphing calculator, even though there are three others that we could choose from. Now, when I choose the graphing calculator, this is the screen that comes up. It looks pretty massive. Now, I can actually use the keyboard that is to the right, the part that I'm circling now, or I can use the keyboard from my PC or Mac. So I'm going to enter an equation of a parabola. So I'm just going to put y equals 2 bracket x minus 3 bracket, and now I want that to be squared, so I'm going to use the up arrow, sometimes called the caret, and I'm going to put 2, so that's going to mean squared. Now I've got that. If I hit graph at the top, up comes the graph of that parabola. But instead, if I choose table, what happens is I get a table of values. So if you're doing certain assignments and it asks for a table, you would enter your equation and choose table in the top, from the top menu, and then you could just print that page. Okay, so if you print it, then the person knows that you've used technology to solve it. Now, in some of the assignments, it asks you to verify using two different graphing or technologies. Now, what they're really trying to do in that one assignment is they're trying to show you that if I take this equation and I change it from vertex form to standard form and enter that in, I get the exact same table of values. So to slightly modify, well, not modify, to change that that question, that assignment, you could also then take this equation, change it to standard form, and then enter that standard form equation up into the equation, I guess, box, and then also get me a table as well. And that way I could see from here that you are giving me the table of values based on what you've entered. Okay, so that is with Meta Calculator. Now there's other calculators we can use. The other calculator that I use a lot is Desmos. It's more of a graphing application, so I'm going to launch the calculator. If you have an iPad, they also have apps for this, but it's just as easy to do it from the website. So if I take that same equation or something similar to that and actually enter it into this equation, this box, and I can't remember exactly what I did. I think it was 2. And this time for squared, I have to choose the keyboard at the bottom. Now, sometimes that keyboard might disappear. Okay, notice it disappeared. It disappeared, but I can also get it here again, show keyboard, and I want to square that. Notice I have a parabola again. Now, unfortunately, Desmos doesn't allow you to get a table of values from it. I can click on certain points on the graph, so I can see that actually this point 2, 0 is on the actual graph, and I can actually choose some places. Now I have to hold it in order to get it, because if I just click on it, it disappears. So if I actually hold down, I can actually get points as well. So it's not quite as nice to get a table of values, but it does produce graphs fairly well. All right, so there's two graphing technologies that you can use to get points from functions. Good luck.